Howdy everyone, this is LockNutz, and you're watching episode 22 of the Smallin and Ballin series on Frühling. Hopefully you'll stick around to see what happens. Howdy, 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 how are you guys doing today? Oh my goodness, here we are taking a load of grapes, or a couple of grapes I should say, out to the moonshine, you betcha. Gotta get this all taken care of. Oh, too far, a little too far. Perfect, 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 get that all taken care of. Got a nice stack of moonshine. Now unfortunately, one thing that I think I may have messed up on is I think I may have messed up on the pricing on here for the moonshine, I should say. Not messed up on the pricing, but messed up on when I could sell it. September was our best price. This is one thing that I am a little confused about. It is saying that 4,620 is our best price. 4,535. That's very, very close, and according to our fluctuation here, that shouldn't be. I should be like way the heck down here, but I guess moonshine really doesn't fluctuate all that much price wise, so probably be okay after everything's all said and done. But just something I think I'm gonna kind of keep my eye on. Essentially, there really isn't a bad price. There are prices that are better than others, but that's about it. So we'll see. We'll definitely see what ends up happening here. But we do have a field that's ready to harvest. Got a little bit of soybean action happening. Is it soybeans? I don't know. Let me check. I don't remember. Ready to harvest? Nope, it's canola. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I can just take the canola right on over there. But then that field, I'll be able to go ahead and, oops, yeah, that one right there. That field, I will definitely end up making into soybeans, because I want to say we're right around 1,000, maybe 3,000 liters of soybeans left, and that's it. That's just not going to cut it with our soy drink. Speaking of our soy drink, that's what you guys seen me selling right off the bat. I had about 2 loads, one load that had maxed out the capacity, a second load that was about halfway, give or take, and I ended up getting right around 9,000 liters to sell everything off. So it wasn't a wow-wee zippity-doo-dah, but it was a little bit of pocket change. Like I keep saying about that soy drink, soy milk, whatever it is, it takes a long time for everything to process through, but the amount of money we're actually making off of it compared to what we would sell just the soybeans, it's not even close. There's no comparison. The hard part is justifying the amount of time it actually takes to do. I think that's one thing that I tend to have a little bit of an issue with in my mind. So since that's already right there, I think I'll turn that off. Don't mind me, guys. I'm going to hop back on over here and grab the harvester. We'll get that thing over there, get rocking and rolling. Let's take a look at that really quick here. What did that say? 12,000 liters of stone. Holy cats, man. That's not too shabby. We're going to have a nice load of stone when we're all done. And just as a reminder, we will be going ahead selling off all of our stone at the very end, just as kind of like a nice little hoorah, here we go. Good job, thanks for playing, sort of scenario. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet at all. So I do see that I still have my $200,000. I have not paid my debt off, or a portion of my debt I have not paid off, I should say. I haven't done anything. I'm still kind of sitting on it. I'm not sure what to do. because I do have debt. I do have fields I still need to buy. And there's also equipment I'd like to get. I mean, I'm still leasing some of the equipment yet. I think my plow I'm leasing, the forage wagon or loading wagon, that I'm leasing. My roller I'm leasing. I don't own any of that stuff. So would it be time to go ahead and use my capabilities as the challenge is set up? I can have one implement and one tractor over that 125 to 150 horsepower range. Do I go ahead and look at getting something that fits that bill? I'm not sure. I'm really just not sure on what I want to do with that. Yeah, I'm just going to have to think about that because I really am not too sure. Oh, and a little bit of an update here. I don't know if you guys really noticed too much. I do want to say thanks for everybody for kind of bearing with me during the little hiatus. But I feel good. I feel good. Last episode, last episode that came out. Oh shoot. It seemed like I was having some sound issues. I think I have the majority of those taken care of. It was a very weird scenario. See, the microphone that I got, it came with software for controlling noise levels and stuff like that. Normally it does a very good job. What kept on happening is I kept on having a little notification pop up on my screen saying, hey, this thing can be updated. Okay, click on it. I click on the update. The problem is that I wasn't like reading it all the way through, and the update was not able to actually update. It was a very, very weird thing. On top of that, another weird thing that ended up happening with that, lost power. I was right in the middle of a stream doing some teamwork with Taz, having a lot of fun with that. And we lost power. Oh, shoot, turn that off. Very odd thing that came along with that is that as soon as I turned that back on, power sound was having issues again. Well, what is going on here? I just don't understand this at all. And I think I may have gotten some of the settings taken care of. I actually had to go ahead and completely delete the software, bring it back up, get it rocking and rolling again, and then reallocate, maybe? Let's say reallocate. I had to go ahead and redesignate, there we go, redesignate everything that my sound was controlling. So my sound was just a little bit of wonkiness happening there, and I don't know. I think I got it taken care of now. Hopefully the sound will be much better than it was last time, and hopefully moving forward it'll be just fine too. I don't know. We'll find out one way or the other. Either way, we did have an opportunity. Like I said, I did do some stuff with Taz here, and the latest episode of the Teaming Up series just came out the other day, so you'll probably see a link popping up in here. Go ahead, give it a little look. Taz and I are talking about a lot of different things. We're getting a little bit more of the, I guess, kind of behind-the-scenes talking, like just general conversations. There's a lot of things here in Farming Simulator that, let's face it, over time just isn't all that interesting. Well, what Taz and I usually end up doing is we sit and we talk about a lot of different things, a lot of the different conversations we have from ranging topics. Could be farm sim, could be worldly events, could be about a particular game that we've come in contact with. It's all completely random. And this last episode, we got a little bit more of that sort of conversation that kind of worked its way into the episode. Pretty darn slick. So if you guys are looking for a little bit of something else to see what's going on, oof, I tell you what, it's pretty darn snazzy. Oh man, we'll go ahead and we'll finish up this field here. I think, oh yes, that's right, soybeans. I keep wanting to say, I'm not sure what we're going to put on here, but it is going to be soybeans on this one. Get that thing done. And I do want to say something. I don't remember if I mentioned this. No, I don't think it happened. One really, really neat thing that ended up happening. I'm going to go ahead and I'll put a link down in the description down below. But we've had another member, I'd say a friend, halfway mentor, if you will, of the channel, just reached the 1,000 viewer mark, or not 1,000 viewer mark, 1,000 subscriber mark on YouTube. That's Rusty Money Gaming, and I want to say a big old congratulations to him. A lot of hard work that he put into things. It's very, very cool. Like I said, helped me out a lot with a lot of things. Still does help me out from time to time. And I just want to say thanks for everything and congratulations. You really, really have earned it. It's absolutely awesome to see more and more success come from the farm sim community, especially somebody who's been working as hard as Rusty. That's for darn sure. I tell you what, you still can't find anybody, and you can't convince me that there's anybody else who does a better job with a little bit of crossover action from stream to stream, or from video to video. All right. Pretty darn cool. Like I said, congratulations there, Rusty. And I wanted to wait and see where we're at. We got 4,215 liters of canola off that. Not mountains of canola, but you know, we don't need mountains of canola. We just need a consistent flow of canola. So that will definitely help with our diesel productions. So guys, I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to dump this off, kind of try and get back there with the canola, and we'll see where we go from there. Like I said, I'm probably going to get out here and get this stuff going. I'm not sure when I'll bring you guys back in, but yeah, I'm just going to get out here and continue to prep on this field and get this thing up and running and ready for a little bit of soybean action. Alright guys, on over here to drop off a load of honey that we've been sitting on and storing for a little while. Let's see what we end up getting. There we go. Perfect. $10,759. That's not too shabby. I know I spent way more than that actually buying the bees and everything like that, but I don't know. I haven't really had to do anything for the honey to generate, so I don't know. I prefer that type of passive income over anything else. That's just my own personal thing. I'll take it. It is what it is. But that does put us in a pretty darn good position for a bunch of different things moving forward. Now, what am I going to end up doing with my cash? Well, like I said, I'm not too sure if I want to get some different equipment, if I want to buy more land. Probably going to end up buying more land, to be honest with you. Let's take and set this over here for right now, because, sorry about that, because our field over here is ready to harvest wheat. Perfect. It's good, because I was getting low on food for my chickens, so this is going to work out nice and slick. Yeah, 431 liters, that's all I have left. That is absolutely all that I have left for the chickens, so that's pretty good. Get this thing started, and I think I know what I'm going to do here. I think I'll get this up along the edge of the field and bring another tractor around and all that jazz. I did end up finding a nice little path to go ahead and turn around my header, so I'm kind of looking forward to showing you guys that here in just a second. But get this over here, and I think, yeah, that'll be good for right now. That'll be good for right now. Getting this all prepped and ready. Now, what am I going to go ahead and put in this field next? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure 100% what I'd like to do. I have an idea, but that has to depend on what I'm going to do with other things. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just being incredibly cryptic about all this. Long story short, I have an idea of what I'd like to do, but I'm not sure if I want to go about doing it. So that nice little shortcut that I found for kind of turning around, if I come through here, there's a nice little clearing that when you go ahead and bop yourself around, There you go. Lines up nice and neat. So I did that last time, and it worked out really, really slick. Got the header in there nice and neat. And now, let's get this guy out here. Make the magic happen. So we'll get this over here. Like I said, the other things we got to go about doing is we got to restock. We'll probably do that first before we get too jazzy with the harvesting. I'm going to go ahead and restock our moonshine so that can keep on rocking and rolling while we're down. Let's turn around here. This. Unfold this. Turn it off while it unfolds. And then we'll head on over here, grab our other tractor, and start moving stuff over for the moonshine. The other thing I have to do is we're actually out of water for our soybeans. Kind of an unfortunate thing, but ultimately not the end of the world just because I am so low on soybeans. Other side of that is that we have not had any contracts pop up in the last couple months, but it's kind of to be expected if you ask me. I mean, I don't have any, well, all the fields are pretty much right where they need to be. There are no other fields out there that are really doing much of anything. Let's go ahead and get this changed back over. Customize. Yeah, let's leave it at that capacity. Customize that right there. Yes, leave it. Perfect. Get that on. What am I getting at here? All these fields over here. There's nothing that can be done there. Plowing, but that's on those fields, so that doesn't matter. Fertilizing, though, all of our fields out here are fertilized, or I should say all the fields on the map are fertilized. So there's really not much going on. I mean, it makes sense. It's unfortunate as it sounds, it just makes sense to me that we're sitting in a position where we're at. A little bit of just, let's do some things to get, essentially to kill some time. I know in the past I've gone ahead and on these low periods come up with little projects like potentially cutting down trees and doing a little thing here off to the side. I don't think I need to do that right now. I just don't think it's necessary. We'll go ahead and take, I think it's about 10,000 liters of barley. Yeah, because I think you can put 10,000 liters in there. We'll go fill this thing up and head back over here and get whatever corn we got. That's the other thing we got to take a look at. Corn. I am almost out of corn. So I'm going to have to really think about what I want to do here with that. One of these fields. Oh, heck, maybe even the field that's right up here. Maybe I'll go ahead and do something with corn in there. That might be an option. Shoot, this is always tricky. Every once in a while, I hit it just right where I don't run into any issues, and then there are times like this where I'm probably going to need help getting out. There we go. It's fickle, but it is what it is. That trigger's just killing me right now. What? Oh, it's because I wasn't at it. I was at the... I see what I was looking at. I was looking at the little wrench down there as opposed to the little dumping station. Did I miss it? Yeah, I must have slid too far. Yeah, so we do have the moonshine over here. We'll probably go ahead and... I don't know. I'll probably do something with that here in a little bit. There are just things. It's kind of like that... I really feel like I just got busy work that I'm taking care of. And that's it. Just busy work. So I figured I'd bring you guys along in here. I have been recently not showing you so much of the little busy work and just kind of hitting on the highlights and everything. Ooh, sliding around right there. But I figured, you know what? Why not? Let's get in here. I'll show you some of the little putsy stuff that I go about doing. Which is the same thing that anybody else who's out here playing the game kind of runs into. You run into times where there's putsy things going on, and times where you have like, all right, buckle down, we got a huge harvest, let's go, let's get this done. It's just not one of those times. Sorghum. corn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to plant some corn coming up here. Keep the moonshine rocking. That might be something maybe I'll go ahead and will sell the moonshine, because I was looking at that a little bit earlier, and there's just not much of a price difference overall. I don't know. I'm very indecisive. I kind of get like this. Like I said, when I'm doing these little putsy things like this, wishy-washy is a good way to put it. I just don't know how to proceed, how to go forward, how to move on with things. It's just kind of the nature of the beast on what I'm doing on my end. I get lost. But I figured, like I said, while I'm doing this, I'll bring you guys in here, show me getting lost, and that'll give you an opportunity to see some different things. See a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Stop that thing right here, and let's hop on over here. Get our very handy dandy harvester out here rocking and rolling. We'll get this stuff taken care of. And then, what I'll probably do is, while I'm out here doing this, probably let you guys go ahead, get away, take a little break, come back, and at that point, I'll hopefully, there we go, hopefully, I'll have something for you. Worst case scenario, I do have a little surprise for you guys. Maybe that surprise is not getting caught on a tree. I don't know. We'll wait. We'll find out. Either way. Shoot. I forgot this counts as rain. Well, I tell you what. I'll catch up with you guys a little later after it gets done raining. Good morning to everyone. How are you all doing? As you guys kind of seen yesterday, or last month, yeah, it just kept on snowing. It just kept on snowing, and actually, as of right now, I'm a little concerned, to be honest with you guys here, that I'm not getting any straw. I'm wondering if the straw is actually underneath here or what's going on. Because there's a lot of snow. There is a lot of snow out here. It kept on going and going and going and going and going. Now, straw is not the end of the world. It's not a game changer or anything like that. The only reason why I was looking at potentially getting the straw would just be for our fermentation silo, and that's it. As you guys seen, I did take and throw some of our leftover sorghum. I'm not sure when that was from, probably a harvest or so. And I threw it in here by the chickens. That poor little bugger. I mean, the poor chickens. No one's shoveling in by them or anything. Oh man, it's been kind of busy. Yesterday, considering it was snowing all over the place, I decided I would take a load of oat milk in, or not oat milk, but soy milk, and I ended up getting $3,215 for the load. There wasn't a lot, but I figured, you know what, it's better than doing nothing at this point. Just go ahead, take it in, and be done with it. So, I mean, that's kind of my thought process behind it. As for everything else, let's kind of take a look and see what's going on here. The aged moonshine, what are we out of? We're out of grapes again. All right, well, we'll just deactivate that and I'll figure that out because we're low on corn as well. I mean, we're just running low on all that stuff. We're going to be out of soy very soon. That's my fault for not paying attention on any of that. Contracts. Oh, we actually have a contract. Let's accept that. Let's accept that. We very rarely actually get harvesting contracts or any contracts, so let's do it. I think that'll be kind of fun. Let's see here. Back on out. Let's take a look at the bargain bin, see what's in here. We just got a mowing head. That's really it. That's just a hair over our limit. I don't really have any need for it. It's too high, and that's too much anyway, so I think we're all looking pretty good with all this stuff right here. You know what, heck with it. Let's just keep going. I don't think harvesting on snow, I don't think that would go ahead and do anything to the overall yield. Maybe we might not be getting any straw. That I could say is a definite possibility, but we'll go back and we'll see. In theory, the weather... Oh my gosh. Oh man. We're just bucking it right here, aren't we? Holy cow. Yikes. Doing a little bit of snow jumping there. Yikes. Oh my goodness. Anyways, let's keep on going. So, a little bit of a surprise. Yeah, I've been kind of talking about that a little bit. The surprise, it's nothing here in game. If you guys may or may not notice, I have not been putting out as much Farming Simulator content, and I do apologize for that, for those who are really out there and enjoying the stuff that I have. I do apologize, I really do. I've been kind of dedicating some of my time doing something else. Let's kind of get this turn going in the right direction here. I noticed with this harvester, it's best just to go ahead and turn it off if you have to go and reverse it all. Or not turn it off, but stop the action. Otherwise, it just doesn't pan out very well. Yeah, that's kind of weird there. Anyways, like I said, I've been doing something a little bit different here off to the side. Now, one of the things that I've been thinking about doing for a very, very long time is I wanted to go ahead and do something to help kids out. Now, my youngest son here, he was born with a little bit of a speech difficulty. The doctors called it him having a weak tongue. Well, with that being said, I've gone ahead and we had to take a lot of time, a lot of work, a lot of effort, working with him to go ahead and be able to develop the muscles in his mouth to be able to read. A lot of effort went into that. It took us quite a bit of time to find somebody that was willing to help us. And it was very, very unfortunate because, with that being said, that also played a factor in his reading abilities. Just the general frustration with being able to read because he can't pronounce the words correctly, and it just frustrated him so dearly. And with that being said, one of the things that we ended up having to do here, Mama Locke and myself, is we read a lot of books, and we worked on reading, sounding words out, doing things like that, working on that mouth strength to help him out. And because of the struggles that we went through to try and find someone that was able to help, like I said, we had to do a lot of it on our own. And let's face it, reading is one of the most important skills that kids can develop. It flourishes the imagination. It grows the ideas that can be possible. It's an absolutely essential tool for everyone. So what I've gone ahead and done is I've started recording myself reading books, and I've actually gone ahead and started a second YouTube page called Reading with Lockie. And the whole process, or the whole thought behind it, is that we'll be able to go ahead and read, or I'll be able to read along with kids to kind of help them through that tough time of the challenges of maybe you're doing good with reading. Maybe you need a little extra practice. Maybe you're having some of the same issues that my son was having, and it's just another tool to help parents out. Or even if you're not a parent, maybe if you're an adult and trying to learn another language or be able to read another language, it's just a tool or a resource. Ultimately, what I'd love to be able to do is I'd love for the channel to be able to grow large enough so that I don't want to make it sound like I'm being greedy, but I'd like it to make it so that potentially the channel can get some monetization. Or maybe even something set up where it can get donations, because then I could go and I want to set up a charity to be able to help parents like myself and Mama Lock for helping our kid, helping them be able to get the proper tools, the proper things they need. We're from a smaller town, and in this smaller town, there really wasn't anything. The schools weren't able to help out a lot just because of lack of resources, lack of knowledge, lack of training or anything like that. And we'd like to be able to go ahead and either give out scholarships or just maybe get some sort of foundation going where we can help out with children being able to read. I think it'd be one of the highlights that we could go ahead and do, to be able to give back where we were struggling, where we were hurting, where we couldn't find any place to go. So that's kind of the idea behind the Reading with Lockie. Now you might be saying here on this here that you guys are watching this doesn't have that many followers or subscribers. You're not high enough where you can get your glorious YouTube stuff. Why are you going ahead and doing something else? Well, like I said, I've been thinking about it for a long time, and the timing is just right. I just got to do it now, you know. I just have to do it now. Shoot, we're gonna run out of space right here, so we'll turn this around here right now. And like I said, it's just one of them things. So like I said, guys, I apologize if I haven't been getting out as many Farming Simulator videos, haven't been doing as many map tours, have not been putting out the Smallin and Ballin. We have seen the couple things that I've done with Taz here, but that's about it. Other than that, I've been dedicating a lot of my time looking at books, finding books, starting to read books, getting the pictures put over so that the kids can go ahead and read along with, and it's not just me reading all together. It's just been a lot of work kind of getting a lot of this stuff set up and ready to go. I'm hoping that a system can be developed to kind of get the process going and having things ready to rock. But as for right now, it's just in the beginning stages of starting things up and getting things going. So, like I said, guys, I do apologize for not getting the video out, but it was something that I wanted to do. Like I said, I've been wanting to do for a long time. So like I said, there'll be a link that popped up a little while ago. And I'll make sure I leave something down in the description. So if anybody out there knows of a child who's having a hard time reading, or even parents that are looking for a little helping hand, don't be afraid. Please don't be afraid to go ahead and share what I'm trying to do. It's just a good way that I feel like I can help kind of give back a little bit. It's not going to be much, but the way I see it is that we needed a helping hand. And now I want to be that helping hand for others. So, that was my surprise. Now I'm going to keep on rocking with this. I'll get this all taken care of. The whole purpose of the wheat here is to feed the chickens, so I'll go feed them. Whatever's left over is left over. I'll probably get out in the fields. No, I'll probably get over that other field and start harvesting it, and I'll meet back with you a little later on. Hopefully the snow's off the ground. Maybe there'll be some straw underneath here, but I'm really doubting it. So I guess I'll catch you guys later. Well, a funny thing just happened to me, and that would be all the snow's gone. It's just the weirdest thing. It is, well, bizarre, I guess is a good way of going about saying it. I had just finished up my contract, or not my contract, but I just finished up taking care of my field up here. Came down here, started harvesting, and then you know how it goes, where it just slowly changes across the land. All the snow disappeared at once, which was very, very odd. Normally, you see the snow kind of disappearing a little bit, but that's not what ended up happening. And okay, so we did not get any of that straw. That is, that's a big letdown. I'm not gonna lie, that is a big, big letdown. I'm not surprised. I kind of thought this was gonna end up happening just by how deep that snow was. I should have gotten something, but it didn't happen. So, it is what it is. But with that being said, we do have 9,512 liters that came off this field, so that's good. At least it kind of helps out with the chickens a little bit. That was my main goal with this. Go ahead and take care of that. So we'll, I guess, head on over here. We'll put this in and we'll kind of go from there. I just wanted to bring you guys in here for a second to show you that, ta-da, the snow is gone. Like I said, I have no idea, but it is what it is. I even went and checked out the forecast. I think I got it on the forecast thing here. Give me a second. I don't remember if I filled this up yet or what. So let's get this taken care of. There we go. Dump in whatever we can dump in. Okay, so pretty much the whole darn thing. But taking a look at that forecast here. Yeah, everything's warmed up. Everything's looking good. The forecast changed from snow to rain. So, I mean, we're good, I think. Hopefully. I don't know. Like I said, guys, I just wanted to bring you in. It was pretty darn weird the way that happened. So, just wanted to show you what was going on and where we're at. So, I'll finish up that contract. And I'll probably touch back in with you guys after a little bit here. All right, so that's a little weird. I was gonna have that be just a little segment there on its own, but the mill? Uh, what? Cereal factory. Grain mill. Is there another place that's called the mill? Farmer's market, market stall, supermarket, bakery, tailor shop, restaurant. Oh, the mill is right there. Well, you know what that means, guys. I gotta take a hit on this one. Shoot, that one's on me. Yeah, I guess I gotta. So I lost it. It is what it is. It is what it is. One of the first things that I definitely did not fall in love with about this game was cultivating. I absolutely hated doing the cultivating. I don't know what it was. Cultivating, plowing, like the two least favorite activities to do at all times. That's changed a ton. The cultivating, for some reason, is, like I said, gone from being something that's a nuisance, an annoyance, something that I just have to do, to now something that I actually look forward to doing, kind of enjoy a little bit. I had a helper through courseplay, let you know, go around the outside of this a couple times while I was finishing up. Grass is ready to go, so I actually have the field behind the farm that's been mowed, and my two other fields over there have been mowed. So I was just kind of finishing up with the mowing out there while this was going ahead and getting started for me, I guess is a good way of saying it. But yeah, there's just something about cultivating that I find pretty darn relaxing. Plowing has kind of grown on me a bit too, but cultivating, it's still one of them things I just deep down get a lot of enjoyment doing, especially when you see neat little mods that allow you to do stuff slightly different than you normally would end up doing. Just kind of one of them things. Now, I do have a couple plans for moving forward here, and I have an idea. So, if you guys been following me around here for a little while, you kind of know, usually when I got an idea, that usually hits me right in the pocketbook pretty hard. So, hopefully this one won't be too bad, but like I said, I do have an idea of what I'd like to do here. So, you know, again, guys, I appreciate everything. I'm sorry for the delay in getting these out. I really am trying. It's just, the old mental bus gets hard from time to time. But if you guys are liking what you're hearing, liking what you're seeing, I would appreciate if you hit that like button. Pretty darn cool. Hit the subscription. I am getting more stuff coming out. The plan is I got a lot of this base down for the Reading with Lockie. So I think as that progresses, we'll be able to get more stuff out, and yeah, just kind of working through some of the bugs. Still got some of them internal bugs I'm dealing with too. So, like I said, go ahead and share this with somebody who you know likes farming, or maybe they don't. Maybe they just like to hear a little chitter chatter in the background. You never know. Sometimes that's just what you need. And until I see you guys again next time, thanks for stopping by.